بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد.
Okay, now let's go back to our fiqh class, and we were talking about al-ma al-tahir, the water which is eligible to purify us to make wudu. So of course we are talking about water in a pot, not coming out of the faucet. Because the water that comes out of the faucet, or a water that is running in a river or something, any water that is flowing, that does not apply to this. We're talking about water that is stale, water that is not moving. So we said last time, in general, water is tahir, water is pure, and you can make wudu using that water. And we said, in case something impure, blood, urine, anything like that, falls in the water, and it was in an amount that changes the features of the water, smell or color or taste, then the water is no longer valid for wudu. And we said, if something pure fell in the water, like the leaves of the trees or dirt, anything that is pure, this is tahir, and it changes the features of the water changes, again, same thing, smell or taste or color, then you cannot make it for wudu. You cannot use it for wudu. Now, here's my question. Then what is the difference if we said the same rule for both tahir material or non-tahir material? What is the difference? We said as long as the water changes, it's no longer valid for wudu, whether that thing which fell in it was tahir, pure or impure. Does that mean it's the same? So my question is, if a drop of some blood falls in the water versus some leaves of the trees fall in the water, is there any difference?
Yes.
What is the difference?
The leaves are not najas, but the blood is the najas kind of.
I know, but we said,
And the flowing water is flowing. When the blood falls, that part of the water is gone. The new water is coming. The water is standing there. It's not moving. So it stays there.
Now let's say I have water in a pot. I'm using this water for wudu, not from the faucet, not flowing water, stale water, and then I start bleeding out of my nose. That blood is najis, is impure. It got mixed with the water. If the water color changed or taste or smell, then it's not valid for wudu. It's not tahir anymore. Same thing. I am making wudu outside outside, and we have water in the pot, and then some wind came and some leaves fell off the trees and went inside the water. The leaves are pure, tahir. But still, if the water's color or smell or taste change, still that water, you cannot use it for wudu anymore. Even though the leaves are pure, they're not najis. But you following this rule, it means regardless if it's najis or not, tahir or not, pure or not, if the water's characteristics change, it's no longer valid for wudu. Then there has to be a difference between things that are pure and things that are not pure. What is that difference? My question, I don't know if it's clear or not. Following this rule, saying if the water's odor, smell, taste, color change, we can make it use it for wudu. Either way, if what made that change was najis or not, right? Whether it was blood or anything like that, or it was the leaves of the trees. If the water's characteristics change, then it's no longer valid for wudu. Does that, according to this rule, then whether it was najis or not, whatever falls in the water follows the same rule? Is there anything else we can add to that? Is there any difference between najis stuff and... Is my question clear or not?
Yes, clear. Whatever you said is right.
It doesn't make sense. That's what it is.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't make sense to say najis stuff and not najis stuff are the same.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. So what is the difference? So the answer is, I don't want to confuse you too much. Exactly. The quantity.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
quantity is the
Mm.
difference.
Mhm.
What does that mean? Even if a lot of leaves or dirt or anything, as long as it's pure, tahir, not najis, it falls in the water, even if it's a big amount, if the water's characteristics do not change, then you can still use it for wudu, even if it was a big amount. But you look at the water, it still looks like water. Wa alaikum salam. But for the najis stuff, blood or urine or anything like that, the amount makes a difference. In other words, if a big amount of blood falls in the water and the water still looks normal, smells normal, did not change the characteristics, but it's a big amount, you can't use it for wudu. That is the difference.
But if it drops, you
Yes, even for urine, same thing. So the difference between the material or the stuff getting mixed with the water, between pure versus impure, if it was pure, the amount doesn't matter. Even if it's a lot, if the water still look okay, you can still use it. But if it's impure, then if it's a big amount, even if the water still looks okay, you can't use it anymore. That is the difference. The amount is important when we're talking about impure material getting mixed with the water.
The Sheikh,
Okay. Yes.
Sheikh, the question is, how about the lake water? Is it still standing? It's not moving.
The lake,
Yeah.
does it smell and taste and look normal?
No, but its color is changed because all the car, the what do you call, green stuff at the bottom
Then
of
you
the.
can't use it.
The color change. The lake water is not. You don't see the bottom of the lake.
You cannot use it. If the water's color or smell or taste change, you can't use it for wudu.
There's no smell in that lake water.
But the color changes, you said.
Yeah, color of the because of the under the bottom of the
Yeah,
water.
that's basically water getting mixed with things that are not najis in a way that changed its color. Not all lakes are like that. Some lakes, the water looks clean, right? Some lakes, the water looks okay. Smell, taste, color is good. You can use it for wudu.
But sometimes dog goes in there and dog swim in the lake water.
Okay, these things are impure, but the water of the lake is huge.
Yeah.
So huge water with a little bit of najasa, you can still use it for wudu.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So there's no swamps or lakes or wells that are not pure. You're looking from.
If the color changed, you can't use it for wudu. Doesn't look like the normal color of water, then you can't use it.
You're standing, and that's the only way. Not that.
You do tayammum. You do sand, yeah, with the sand or the dirt. Okay. Well, normally I travel with chemicals in my pocket. Just to a good question. It's easier to do tayammum than putting chemicals. Okay. Now the next question: what if? And this happens, by the way. It's good to know these things. There is a pot with water in it, and it's clean, tahir, nothing wrong with it. I made wudu. I use this water for my wudu. Of course, when I spit outside, not in the water. When I cleaned my nose, I didn't clean it in the water, outside. Can somebody come and use that water to make wudu after me?
I guess yes.
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 Any other opinion? That is right. That is right.
No, I don't think the second person can use it because you put your hand in the pot and
So what's
your
wrong with my
hands
hand?
in the pot where the
What's wrong with
water-
my hand? I only ate biryani with it before.
Unless
I
you
ate
take,
biryani, and biryani
unless
is pure.
unless you
Biryani is very
tilt the
pure.
pot. If you tilt the pot, and put water on your hands outside the pot, then it's okay. Otherwise,
No, it
nobody
doesn't
should.
matter. Actually, even if you put your hands in the pot and you clean them inside, the Prophet ﷺ says in a beautiful hadith, إِنَّ الْمُؤْمِنْ لَا يُنَجِّسْ. The believer does not make things impure. And this is a beautiful hadith. The believer does not make things impure, which means by touching it. So when I touch the water, I make wudu, you can make wudu, and another person can make wudu, and another person can make wudu, until the water's color or taste or smell start changing, then you can't use it anymore. So there is no certain number.
If your hands are clean, only then. If your hands were dirty, then should not.
It's not about dirty or clean. If the water changes, you can't use it. If the water does not change, you can. Yeah. Again, does it taste, smell normal? If not, you can't use it. That's the rule. You can. Yeah. With dust even. Put your hand on the person next to you's hair and tell him, what's wrong with you? I'm doing tayammum, don't move. I'm doing tayammum, please don't move. Okay. Okay. Normally the airplane water, I made wudu in it. It does seem normal. It does seem normal. It doesn't taste or smell like anything wrong with it. So in the airplane, the water seems okay. I know they use the same one to recycle it, but I think it's okay, inshallah. So now let me ask another question. We have a pot of water and somebody came and drank from it. They drank. They didn't drink all of it. They're not that thirsty. But can you make wudu?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That's right. The hadith says Aisha radiallahu anha sometimes will drink from a pot and she is in her period, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will come and drink from the same spot where she puts her lips. And this is very nice, romantic point between husband and wife. It makes her feel good because he wants her to feel like he still loves her even in that state. This is the manners of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sheikh, what if you were drinking something and then something fell out of your mouth into the water? Then what?
Why are you drinking above the water? You can't find anyone anywhere else. Go drink somewhere else. You cannot find anywhere else. You want to go drink juice over the water just to make it.
Yeah, say. So what if something happens then?
Then that means you're a troublemaker and you get some good beating for doing that on purpose. But anyway, if the water is, again, smell, taste, color does not change, that doesn't matter. It's just like adding some juice to the water, same thing. So if the characteristics don't change, the water is still valid for wudu, inshallah. So if a human being drinks from the water is still tahir. What if a cat drank from the water? Can we make wudu with that water? So a cat was passing by and the cat drank from that water.
Yes, you can make wudu.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Dog, no. But the cat,
No.
yes.
So the Prophet ﷺ says, the cat is not impure. Cats are not impure. إنما هي من الطوافين عليكم والطوافات. Cats go around and they're always welcome. So Abu Huraira used to carry a cat with him all the time. So cats are always welcome. But what happens if a dog drank from that water?
That is najas.
No.
So this is a problem actually, especially if the tongue of the dog goes inside. Not only that, you have to throw the water, but you have to wash the pot 7 times. Yeah, That's what the hadith says. And the first time you use dirt as you clean your pot. You put dirt in it and you mix it with water the first time, and then the rest of the time just water. Imagine how difficult it is. And that's why we don't like dogs. I don't like dogs.
Because that's dog's saliva never goes away.
Right.
That's
another thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
dog saliva is very, it has a lot of bacteria too, by the way.
Yeah. Yes.
So because their mouth is always open. Yeah. So because they breathe this way, dogs breathe that way. So yeah.
Okay, talking about the socks for after washing the feet for wudu, and you have put the socks, but the socks, cotton socks like sports socks, your wet hand will, I think it can wet your foot also if you put your wet hand on it.
No, mash means you get a few drops of water, not you soak your hand with water and you put just a few drops and you wipe over the sock. So if these few drops, if you're wearing something that's very, very thin, yes, even a few drops, you will feel it. But if it was not that thin, if you don't, you will not feel it.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Thank you.
وإياكم إن شاء الله. Now the second thing about tahara. What about the pots themselves and the material they are used for? So you have a pot which is made of plastic or made of copper or made of something else. Can I make wudu from that pot?
Yes.
Except gold and silver. Gold and silver. If you have a pot made out of gold or silver, you cannot make wudu in that water, and you cannot drink it even.
Oh.
What if you don't know it's silver?
You take some chemical compounds and you mix them, and you do the whole thing. You miss the salah, and you are still studying if this is silver. If you're not sure, inshallah, Allah Ghafurun Rahim. So I know some stuff look like silver, but they're not really silver. But if you're not sure, it's okay. The Prophet ﷺ says in the hadith, do not drink from pots that are made out of gold or silver. And do not eat in these pots because they are for them in the dunya and for you in the akhirah. For them, the mushrikeen, the kuffar, let them do it in the dunya. It will be for you in the akhirah, in Jannah. So don't do it in the dunya, you will get in the akhirah. And there is another hadith. The one who drinks from a pot made out of silver, he is drinking the fire of Jahannam. So it's a big deal. It is a big deal. And this is a common mistake. You go to many people, especially the rich ones, they get you the pot made out of silver, pure silver, and they drink from it. So that is not good. What if it was not made out of silver or gold, but it was only polished or it was only painted with gold, like a small layer of gold or silver? Can we use it?
Should not.
No.
We can't use it. So even if it was not made, the whole thing made out of gold, even if it was just coated with it, you still cannot use it. What if, and this is a very important matter, many people do not know. I really think this class, everybody should attend it, but subhanAllah, you cannot force people. This is a very important matter here. Can you eat in the plate of the kuffar?
No.
Should not. No.
Plate of the kafir?
No.
Can you eat in the, so let's say you go to somebody's house, your neighbor, or even sometimes you go to a restaurant and they give you plates and you're eating fish or you're eating vegetables, and something is not about the bihas, but the plate is the plate of the kuffar.
You
So
can't.
can we eat
If it is
in these
washed,
plates?
if it is clean, then we can.
No, of course they're clean. They're not going to give you a dirty plate with food in it.
If
Obviously.
like for pork and alcohol, we cannot use it. If we
No,
know
we're not talking about pork. We're not talking about pork. We're talking about, let's say, a restaurant. The people
Uh-huh.
inside the restaurant are not Muslims,
Mm.
but they're selling halal food. There are a lot of restaurants. The workers,
Yes.
they're not Muslims. The
Yes,
chef is not Muslim, and these are their plates. So can we eat in these plates?
Yes.
Sheikh,
Yes.
what's the answer?
So I'll give you three options: yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, every day clean it.
Yes, I guess because we are doing it. Like we go to
So
restaurant
but
and
just
then,
because we do it, it becomes halal?
no, it's not. I'm just saying, okay, normally 90% people like in restaurant in North America.
Well, unfortunately, 90% of the
Yeah.
people do not know the rules.
Yeah.
That's very
So
unfortunate. That's why I'm saying this class is very important, and I wish
yes, it is. Yeah.
I wish I did it
Jazakallah.
before. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do it before. SubhanAllah, it crossed my mind. This is very important. We need to know our deen. And like I said in the beginning, we will go over a lot of things and you will be surprised. Like Sister Mahmouda said, 90% of the people do it. They don't know because nobody told them.
Okay,
Yeah.
next time when we
Yes.
go to the restaurant, we'll take our plate with us.
Yeah,
So we
take
have
your
to
plate with you and take your food with you. So how about that? And why do you go to the restaurant?
so we should not go there.
The hadith of Abi
Okay.
Tha'laba, he says, O Messenger of Allah, we live in the land of Ahlul Kitab, Jews and Christians. Can we eat in their
Yes,
pot, in their plates?
yes, with
The
other
Prophet
religions.
Yes,
sallallahu alayhi
yes.
wasallam says, don't eat in it.
Oh,
What?
Do not eat in it unless you wash it.
okay.
Well, I thought that we can eat from
So if in the restaurant they washed it and
Yeah.
they brought it to you, they washed it with water. Sometimes you don't know what's happening behind the... I don't want to make you disgusted. I didn't have dinner yet.
Oh, okay. You're
They
making
put it in the dishwashers. Those plates are
Dishwasher is good. As long as water is used, is okay.
Yeah, but we can like just take water and like clean.
Where are you going to get water from?
There's something like they have like taps, like
Yeah, sometimes they bring you water to drink in a pot. You put the water on that, and a person looks at, what are you doing? No, don't worry. I just drink in plates normally. So,
Sheikh, what you're saying is that at a restaurant, even if it's a Muslim restaurant, they hire non-Muslim people. They wash the dishes. You can't eat on it.
so do these employees eat in the same plates? That is the question.
yes.
Do they use the same plates when they eat?
But when
if
they
they-
serve you,
Yes.
they are washed. The plates are washed.
So if you go to a McDonald's, for example, and they give you French fries, they don't give it to you in a plate. So that's fine, inshallah, actually. They give you in this
Yeah.
red thing. That's
Yeah,
plastic.
they get everything disposable.
Yeah, disposable. So I advise you to go to McDonald's, only eat the fries. By the way, good question about the utensils, spoons, and same rule. Same rule. If they use the same utensil, and that's why if you use plastic, that maybe is better. I would say use something that's disposable will be better.
So to go
Even-
is okay then. You go into restaurant, order to go, and then you're gone. So that's fine.
Yeah, if you take your food with you, that's best. Yeah, that's not good, not bad. But if a plate that was used by a kafir, you have to make sure they washed it with water.